So using our fundamental properties of algebra of addition and multiplication and our new notation for take away and divide written in fractional notation, let's expand this expression. So first of all, let's write things down very carefully. So a minus b divided by c. So what does this really mean? Well, this is a divided by b on top. That's kind of its own thing. Divided by c. So what this means in kind of fractional notation is a minus b, well, this is in fractional notation, multiplied by 1 divided by c. Okay, that's the definition of the fractional notation. That's what it means, okay? Okay, so once we've got this, well, now I can take the inside and write it as a sum. Remember, by definition, a subtraction is just an addition with a negative. So this is equal to a plus minus b times 1 over c. Okay, so maybe what I'll do here, to be really careful about it, this is just the definition. The definition of division. And this is just the definition of subtraction. Okay, so if I have these, what have I got? Well, at this point now I'm in completely standard format for a distributive law. So this now is equal to what? This is equal to a multiplied by 1 over c, this is the distributive law, plus minus b times 1 over c. Each of those separately. And finally, if I want, I could rewrite this in standard fractional notation as, so this is equal to a divided by c plus minus b divided by c. Now we'll see in a next video that minus b divided by c could be written with just, so this is kind of a next step, but you could write this if you want as a minus b divided by c, but that's not a property technically we've looked at just yet. It's completely fine to get to this stage. So this is a funny exercise because it just looks, I think most of you looking at this will probably look at this and be like, well, I can jump from there to there immediately. I'm so used to doing arithmetic with fractions. That's totally fine, but I think the real exercise here is being able to break down each piece of the calculation into some very simple thing, right? That's what I want to kind of get at here. And when you're going through this super duper carefully, every step has to be kind of one of your core pieces of information. So again, to reiterate, the first one is the definition of what division is. The next one is the definition of what subtraction is. The next one, let me just write this down, and the distributive property. So this is the distributive property, or law, depending on what you want to say. And then finally, this is just over here, it's just fractional notation. So write in fractional notation. Okay, so I just want to get the idea that things should be broken down into really simple steps into our minds. So this is kind of an interesting exercise. You want to be conscious at every stage of exactly what property you're using. Now, in reality, you're not going to be doing this in problems. It's just at this early stage, it's really good to train yourself to think this carefully.